What's up? Honor Hermit 26 here to give you my ROH Classic Contenders review. Basically, this is a show I've wanted to review for a little while now, and basically Williams came up, so basically that had to take before this. Guest Booker Challenge results, a couple other things. Wrestle Kingdom, the preview for that, because no one really talked about it that I saw, so I wanted to do something for that, and basically this has been like 2 weeks coming. I saw the show like 2 weeks ago. I haven't reviewed it yet. So here's mine. But before that, I want to plug RKO for Life 11, otherwise known as Reed. Formerly one half of Those Wrestling Guys 09, because his partner Andy, Big Andy 012, is unfortunately leaving YouTube. So Reed is going back to his individual channel. So I want to give a plug to that because he is very, very good. He's actually really, really great because very charismatic. Gives a little bit of a different things on that because I mean, it doesn't make a huge difference on here, but you can still kind of tell because he is from, he's a little bit of a Southern wrestling fan, so he sees it a little differently than I do, or a lot of other people do. It gives a little bit of a different opinion. It's very nice to hear his opinion on things, so link in the description box. He does mostly, I think, WWE videos, but still, he is very, very good. So, alright, so actually getting on to this now. Alright, so, the opener is Kevin Steen versus Roderick. This is not a bad match at all. This is very, very good. The ending kind of came out of nowhere a little bit. Could have had a little bit better ending, but I see the point in why they did this. Basically, these guys had pretty good chemistry. They had a pretty good match back at Techno Prisoners 2008. A lot has changed for both of them since then. But so I was wondering how good a chemistry they would have. But they actually had very, very good chemistry. Very, very cool to see this year. I'm going to give this 3 1/4. Very, very good job. Next we got probably the worst match of the night, MsChif versus Nicole Matthews. I really didn't expect a lot of this because, well, MsChif is one of the best women in the world. Nicole Matthews really, she's one half of the Shimmer Tag Champs, so she's really not all that great alone, so I really didn't expect a lot out of it, and they gave it about the mountain right on time, but it still wasn't that good, like a 1 3/4. I mean, wish they could have picked a little better of a singles wrestler to put against MsChif, maybe Lesna Busick or somebody to put against her. I don't know, really. Just there's that. Next we get a 4-corner survival between Claudio, Castagnoli, Colt, Cabana, Petey Williams, and Ace Steel. This match was pretty good. I liked it actually a lot. Colt Cabana took the Canadian Destroyer, which was very, very cool to see. And just basically these Steel hadn't worked for ROH like in a long time. So, I think since WrestleMania weekend, if I'm remembering correctly. Yeah, it was taken Prisoners 2009, I believe, but don't trust me on that. But anyway, definitely a good 4-corner survival. I wouldn't say a great one, but they could have done way worse. They could have done way better, actually, a little bit. So I'm going to give this, I forgot what rating I wanted. This is the problem with doing reviews 2 weeks late. What did I give it, the original? I'm going to give it 3, 2, and 3. Oh yeah, I gave it 3. 3 stars, better than a lot of the ones recently, but still could have been a little better. Then we got Jay and Mark Briscoe versus the House of Truth. This match was actually pretty good. Just a little bit of the tag team divisions, giving the House of Truth against the ROH, best ROH known tag team, putting them in there with that. Kind of a B show, but I'll get to my overall thoughts on the show where I can actually this makes sense. House of Truth, Christian Abel is getting a little bit better. I've ragged on him a lot since his debut at Violent Tendencies in Detroit, but he is getting better, I gotta admit. Josh Raymond is still very, very good and still makes this tag team watchable, even though Abel is still getting better. So I'm getting into House of Truth a little bit, and I'm liking the whole Truth Martini thing as the manager because it's something different to see him just kind of as the motivational leader or something like that. But it's different, so I don't mind watching it. And the Briscoes, of course, I don't mind watching because they're awesome. But this is just a very, very good tag team match. People in the Midwest kind of maybe didn't know who the House of Truth was because a lot of their stuff didn't get all that much crowd reaction. But you really can't blame that because they've been on ROH, like in, I guess, the DVD-wise, they only had been on one show since when this actual live event took place. So I'm going to give this 3 1/4. So, very, very good job there. Then we got the match of the night by far, Davey Richards versus Kenny Omega. maybe one of the only reasons to buy this show. Just absolutely amazing match here. Probably Kenny Omega's best match in ROH. I can't think of a better one off the top of my head. Can't think of one. Match bound by hate? Nah, not really. Better than Glory Bonner 8 match with Claudio. Yeah, this is by far his best match in ROH. I can't think of anything. And he had a damn good promo before this match with, he compared, he was talking about, like, Little Red Riding Hood, and it made total sense, but it was, because he called Davey Richards the Big Bad Wolf, and he was Little Red Riding Hood, or something like that. So that makes a lot of sense. And basically, just Richards is having another awesome match, and Omega shows a lot of his potential when you put him in there with someone great. He can put out a great match with them. He's not going to hold down the match or anything. Very, very, very cool to see, because I'm a big Kenny Omega and Davey Richards fan. So Omega was 4.25. Not really up there with all my other matches that are making my countdown for this year, but still, it was a great match and almost amazing, but still had a lot of good stuff on it. Then we got to the next tag team match on the card. Kenny King and Rhett versus the Young Bucks, otherwise known as
Generation Me.
Now, thank you, Chase. But this match was actually not that bad. The match at Mayhem 3 I thought was a little better than this, even though this match was still good. You can tell the point in putting the team over that they did. So basically, this was basically like, it was still a good match, though. There's a lot of good on this card, but there's only the one thing that's really great. But these two tag teams also do have very, very good chemistry with each other, but I can just think that if you give them like 30 minutes, maybe Red Titus can have his first 4-star match in ROH. I just think the Young Bucks and him have a very good style together. I don't know why it is. It just seems to click. And Kenny King is showing why he's getting so good. And his match in Manassas on December 18th is another example again where he teams with Austin Aries with the Young Bucks. So there's that. I'm gonna give it 3. I'm gonna give this 3, I believe. Yeah, 3. Then we got to Tyler Black returning from injury because he had been out since, I guess it was, the last ROH show he was at was actually technically, was he at those TV tapings in August? I know he got kayfabe fireballed by Aries in the September ones. Was he at the August ones? Probably was, but I just can't remember at this moment for whatever reason. But anyway, if it's not, it's Death Before Dishonor 7 Night 2. But this match is very, very good. This is better than the match from the Homecoming 2. Chris Hero has gotten a lot better even since then. You can tell in this match. And Tyler Black, and because Chris Hero focused a lot of his offense on Tyler Black's neck, which he's coming back from. So there's a lot of good psychology focused on Tyler Black's neck, and Tyler Black just kind of having the Superman role, and basically just kicking out everything and just coming back and just beating Chris Hero eventually. So this is a very, very good match. 3.5. Very, very good job here. And then we got the main event set up, which is set up as the Austin Aries Lucky Lottery. Earlier in the night, he had Lucky Lottery pull out a name, and it was Daisy Hayes, which brought Daisy Hayes and Delirious, and which brought out Jim Cornette saying that you can fight a girl, but you can fight St. Louis's own Delirious. So that sent up Austin Aries versus Delirious for later. And it was very, very good. Not one of Austin Aries' better matches as champion, because he's supposed to have, about a month later, Aries versus Richards and Omega Effect, like 2 4.5-star matches around there with Omega and Richards. But I guess this match makes sense having a clash of the Contenders, because Delirious is from St. Louis, and that crowd would be more into it than others would. Like, say if they had it in New York City, they wouldn't even buy Delirious as a valuable contender. So, but it was still very, very good. I can see them setting up a lot of the good Aries spots for other title matches, so this is kind of a little bit of an unimportant show. I'm going to give, so 3.5, but I'm going to give the show about a 7.25. This is a good show to start off. If you want to get into Ring of Honor, this is a very, very good show actually to start off with, because you got introduced after Bryan and Nigel leaving, it introduced with a lot of storyline in the show. And you do get a great match between probably the future of ROH and Davey Richards, and a little bit distant more future of ROH and Kenny Omega. So there's that. Probably a Q&A later this week. I'll see you guys later.